Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Spring Ambient Light Projection with Screen Paint. Using ambient light projection technology gain. Figure I was bored today, got everything done, might as well just get it all done as much as I possibly can. So, I was going to do the distance throw yesterday, but I figured, well, what put off today, we can do put off tomorrow, we can do today. Alright, so, let me see what we got going on here. First things first, got to pause some of this stuff that's going on right now. So let's turn this off. Alright. Let's get the sloths over into the other room. Down over here. We are approximately 20 feet out from the screen. Keep in mind, any screen paints we develop have to go through all the same testing as what's going through right now. Distance throw is 800 lumens. And then we'll do a distance throw at 900 lumens. The projector I'm using right here is a Mitsubishi. These are old relic projectors manufactured in 1999. We don't use anything new, as I told you. They have to build their way up to the bigger projectors. So it's an old projector. Keep in mind, I can't run it through any form of HDMI to VGA. I mean, no form of HDMI. These projectors don't even use the HDMI to VGA adapters. They're that old. They have to go strictly through VGA only. All right. So let's go over here and grab YouTube. Let's see, we can get off of this. So it has to show an image at around 20 feet back. So to show you that we are 20 feet back, there's my measuring tape. I told you my living room and the lounge area, or whatever you want to call this area, it's over 20 feet. So here we are. We have our measuring tape. I got to take this off because you're not going to be able to fit in here. Oh, so we'll go up to the front of the screen. From the front of the screen where the measuring tape hits, all the way back to around 20 feet. So I don't just throw mixes together and say, hey, look, voila, it works. No, got to do the test, got to do the test, got to do the test. We did it with the black silver. Went through the same thing with the black silver. Black silvers went through the same test. All right, let's go grab something we can actually elevate this. We can bring the screen down a little bit more. Now this projector cost me $18. Again, these are called data projectors. Data projectors were projectors that were designed in a particular era of 1999. That were projectors that were used for basically for office use only. They were never meant to be used for entertainment purposes at all. And the projector is only designed to do a screen size of 60 inches. We are max way beyond 60 inches. This is a 600 by 800 res SVGA projector, which means we have actually maxed out our pixels on this projector. So a little better. Oh, a little crooked. There we go. So the projector is going to have to shoot the lumens at 800 lumens, travel 20 feet, and make contact with a black screen. Of course, we don't have 800 lumens by the time we make contact with the screen anymore. Ooh, I'm going to turn it up. That's going to be possible. Let me see if I can exit out of this right here. Can we consider that? Oh. All right. So I just have to be able to see the screen. So this is a very old projector we're using. Can we skip that? There we go. So if we're hitting this at 800 lumens at 20 feet back, when we hit it with a projector of 25, it should look fantastic on the screen. It's actually pulling an image on a black screen at 20 feet back. This is all the testing that this technology has to go through in order to be able to show off exactly all the testing to make sure it actually works on that particular level. All right, 20 feet back, fully lit environment. Let me bring it back a little bit more right there. Lights out, which is easy. Now, bring the projector up at around, let's see, we're 20 feet back. We'll bring it up to around 15 feet. 20 feet to 15 feet. 15 feet back. Still too far back for the projector. What do you think we're designed to do? I should have all this equipment moved up forward. I knew I was going to be pushing the system up over and over and over again. I should have everything pushed up here. We're now coasting at 15 feet. "15 feet from the screen. Measuring tape. The projector sits. I think we need a little bit more than that. Be officially the 15 feet. The measuring tape is supposed to start here, where the projector takes off. I see people doing demonstrations where the measuring tape is back here. The lumens don't start from here, they start from here, so your tape should be right there, from there to here. This is where it should be at, right from there. They do that to make it seem like the distance throw is longer by putting the measuring tape behind the projector. You're not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be where the lumens start. So we're at 15 feet away from the screen. We're at 20, we're now at 15 feet away from the screen. This is also the theory I told you about ultra short throws, right? The reason why I don't like to do demonstrations on ultra short throws is the fact that you really can't. If you're doing demonstrations where you're showing the screen is compatible with ultra short throw, okay, that's all good and well, right? That's why when I had my ultra short throw downstairs, I had multiple projectors throughout the entire house that had long throw capabilities. So I can say, hey, look, we can go to this screen, I can show you a long throw, I can also show you an ultra short throw. But if you're constantly doing demonstrations on an ultra short throw, which XY constantly does all the time on these ultra short throw projectors, you're not showing the distance throw. So what happens if I take that projector and I go to pull it all the way back? Now, of course, anyone who has a projector and they're pulling it back 20 feet are not using 800 lumens. They're using like somewhere between 5, 6, 7,000 lumens, especially in that kind of lighting. That's what they're using. When we pull back 800 lumens to see exactly if the screen can still pick up the image at 20 feet back at 800 lumens. Now, if we can do that, it's a cakewalk for anything higher than that. Even at 2,000 lumens, that image is going to be able to pull up because it's doing it at 8. So you know what we're talking about? You got to make the test hard for the screen. So when people do the ultra short throws constantly all the time, that's not much of a throw distance. Your projector's sitting less than a foot away from the screen. So it doesn't make a difference. You could have 1500 lumens. Heck, you can have 900 lumens. It doesn't make a difference. You're sitting a foot away from the screen. You see how far when I pull the projector back? The image basically is viewable, but it's not that good, but it's still viewable. Now, as I start bringing that projector closer to the screen, the image is going to get sharper and brighter because those pixelations are going to squeeze so tight together. It's going to give you a sharper image. It's going to give you a brighter image because now the 800 lumens has a less of a distance to travel. And since it's sitting on top of the screen, the image is going to come up brighter. See, that's the difference between when other people do demonstrations, they're not going to explain that to you. They're just going to say, oh, well, look how beautiful it looks. No, the reason why it looks like that is because the projector is sitting on top of the screen. That's why. I got to build me one of these days a rail, a projector rail. Now, a projector rail is something actually I'm thinking about building. What it is basically it's a projector that sits on a rail. It'll allow me to slide the projector back and forth on a rail system. That'll show you the difference. If you throw it back, I can throw a projector back. By building this contraption, I can throw a projector back 20 feet, 30 feet, and I can move it back and forth. See, that's a good idea. That's what I need to start working on next week. Build me a portable rail system so I can put a projector on and I can slide it back and forth. But yeah, that's the reason why I really don't, when I do ultra short throw demonstrations for me, it's not to show you how bright the image is going to come up. It's going to come up bright. It's to show you that the image can pull if I turn to the side. Because the majority of most of the higher screens out there do have problems with ultra short throws, and that's why they have particular screens that are developed for ultra short throws only, because those screens can pick up, if you go to turn to the side, they don't go black. And ultra short throws are known for doing that, for going black if you go turn to the side on a screen. That's why people ask me, is it compatible with ultra short throw? Because I've had customers that went out and bought a projector, bought an ultra short throw, turn it on, and the screen was completely black. That's because they're not compatible with ultra short throws. That's the only thing you need to see out of an ultra short throw test. Will the projector come on? Number one, will you see the image? And can you see it as you're walking around the environment? If you're talking about how bright the image is, oh, are you kidding me? Anything's going to do that. Oh, heck, I could take that projector right there and I could stick it a foot away from a wall. Still going to get a bright image. The only difference between ultra short, though, is the fact that if the projector is sitting that close, you can get a huge image, where if you did that with a long throw, you get this tiny little image at all. But still, they're both bright. Same thing. Nothing. It's no big hoo-ha. Okay, 15 feet. All right, 15 feet. Let's go back at around, we did it at 18. We did it at 20. Let's go back a little bit. I feel like I am basically cheating at 15, so I don't feel good about 15. We'll bring it back to 18 and see what we get. All right. So now we sit at 18 feet back from the screen. I'll show you my measurements. This is not just for you guys. This is for people. This is documented. Every test demonstration we do on our technology is documented live. So if I ever, basically, when I'm dealing with a company and say, well, what's the distance drawing this stuff? I can go, here you go, live demonstration of me doing this, showing you, not in present, a live demonstration. So measuring tape is here. We'll come all the way back here. And we are now 18 feet away from the screen on my outdated Mitsubishi 720p 600 by 800 lumen projector. Sorry, yeah, 800 lumen projector. 800 lumen projector. So when people sit there and say, oh, it's got to be the lumens, it's got to be this. No. It's the technology, people. It's the technology. Yeah, I've never seen a white vision. Oh, right there. So that's why the technology can do that. See that screen right there? Boom. That's why. That's the screen that passed all its tests. That's a 12. That's why a 12 can sit there in a fully lit environment and show you the reflection of the ocean off a black screen. Pretty soon, this will be right up there next with a label attached to it on the website, because it would have earned its right. All right, so we did 15 feet, we did 20 feet, 18 feet, Well, we did 15 feet. Let me see. Let's bring it in at the normal. So, I don't know. Let me see. I don't feel like doing this. We do this there's no point in doing this at freaking past 15 feet because then literally I'm just sitting up on top of the screen. Now stick that crap. That's just too easy. All right. Let's move on from there. Disconnect this baby. We'll go with the 900 lumens ViewSonic projector. Big man, rawr! Right here. Get your peoples. Get your peoples. There we go. And these already are all the projectors I've tested my product on. We did the 3600 lumens, we did 2500 lumens Casio projector, we did the 4000 lumen Christie, we did the 1000 lumen Sony projector. That's a short though projector. I'll be doing a demonstration pretty soon because that's where a customer was curious about that particular projector right there. Right now we're passing through the 800 lumen projector on distance throw. Next over there we have a 900 lumen ViewSonic. This is why I have Sony projectors. Oh, wait. And you gotta look at the beautiful screen. So you see how that screen, from edge to edge, that's how it's supposed to be, from edge to edge. So when someone sits there and says, well, look, that's not fair because you're using a 4000 projector, you need to go back and check my tests. When you go back and check my test, you will see what my screens had to go through before they even got a chance to be graced with a 4000 lumen projector. So they are known for basically pulling up 1000 lumen projectors. So yes, if I want to use a 4000 lumen projector as the final projector for my technology, I have that right. Because I can back up what my technology can do. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what I look for. Some people feel that because you can still make out the image, all this can be faded and washed out. And they feel because you can make out the image, that's good. That's not good. That sucks. I'm going to tell you right from the door, it sucks. It is. You're supposed to see that image corner to corner. That's what you're supposed to see. You're supposed to see the reflection of the ocean, the blue in the background, the coral reef, all that. You're supposed to see all that. If you're not seeing all that, then don't even waste your time with it. Guarantee you wouldn't drop money on a TV if you turned it on and you couldn't see the corners of it. You can just see this blurry image in the middle or some faded image in the middle. You wouldn't buy that TV. So why would you accept that? You wouldn't accept it from a TV, so why would you accept it from a screen? All right, let's go over here. Let's drop this out. Swap over this right here. And we'll grab the ViewSonic out around. Let me show you how old this thing is. When I buy these projectors, I don't have to worry about the lumens, the contrast levels, if it's 720p or 4K. I don't worry about that at all, period. That's why I have a 720p projector in my theater room in here, because I don't have to spend that money. Guarantee you, go to any one of the big companies, go to, matter of fact, do some homework. Go out and call Elite Screens or one of those companies and say, hey, look, I got a 720p projector at home. I was wondering if I could use your screen with my 720p projector. And laugh in your face. No. You want to optimize your viewing capabilities, you're going to need at least a 1080p or 4K projector. I guarantee to tell you that. Guaranteed. You ever seen a 720p projector used in any of their demonstrations? Any of them? Nope, you don't. You see the newest model of high-tech projectors used in all their demonstrations. That's not impressive. It's not impressive to me. Shoot, if I'm using these projectors, these old relic 720p projectors, what do you think their technology would look like? Those projectors would look like on my technology. All right, so we're going to hook up the 900 lumen projector. ViewSonic. What if Microsoft ever made a projector? Sony has projectors. I never wonder if Microsoft ever made a projector. We're going to need a box for this one because it's too high up. Yeah, our black screens can pick it up. See that? So the black screens are picking up the image. Ha ha ha. Better technology. There we go. See that screen jump from one screen over there? From back and forth, and you see when it hit the wall, it actually washed out and faded. So now we're at 18 feet at 900 lumens on a ViewSonic projector. Would I advise you using this kind of projector for your screens? No. I wouldn't advise you doing it. I really wouldn't advise you doing it. 18 feet. There's a model over the projector if you want to check it out. I told you, office theater. These projectors were designed to be used as a form of, for spreadsheets and stuff like that. They were never yet used for home theater setups. Presentation, stuff like that. Change my battery up really bad. Let me see. Let's see something for a minute. Blurred. That's the size of it. Oh. A freaking PowerPoint spreadsheet projector. I think the clarity would be a little better. Let me see. You want to know what my resolution is? 360p. That's what we're using right now. Oh, no. None of these, when we do these demonstrations on these projectors, we don't do them with 720p and 1080p clarity. We do them at 360p. We have to make sure that the black screen would have the ability to be able to read text and anything else, because keep in mind, churches buy this technology. So they're going to have to be able to read the text and scripture, all that crystal clear on the screen. We don't do this at 720p. We do these all at 360p. That's what we do them at. Person was asking about the projector. He's asking about the projector. Let me see. Hold on for a minute. He says, name brand of the projector model. There you go. It's a ViewSonic. That's the name brand of projector. That's 800 lumens. Keep in mind, you're not running anything through that except for VGA. That's it. Can't run anything through it except for VGA. It's that old. So you're not running no VGA, no HDMI. It doesn't work with the adapters. The projector's too old to work with the VGA and HDMI adapters. So you can get those projectors for around $18. If you buy that projector, like I said, be warned, you're not hooking no PS4 through the back of it or no Chromecast, Fire Stick. None of that is going to work with that projector. That projector only works with VGA only. That's why if you see right here, I got it running through a computer only. That's the only way you're going to be able to run that. Just in case if you think the projector is doing all the work. I should hit some of that on my other screen. Oh, yeah. See how the color's faded right there? Let's give you a treat. Let's give you lights out. I usually don't do lights out demonstrations. There's no point. Exchanging glasses. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Now these aren't LED. This is DOP. It's a DOP projector. It's not LED. Either LCDs or either the DOPs. They used to have these projectors way back in the day. I forgot them. They were really old too, but I mean, they're not really old, but that particular time, everybody was buying those projectors. There was some called Galaxy something projectors. I forgot the name of them, but I'm gonna see if I can track one down. It was a Chinese knockoff projector, but it was really big. And it's actually, keep in mind, it was actually pretty good. It was actually pretty good, but it was a LED projector, but I can't remember what it was. I gotta go back to like the older demonstrations they were used to, because everybody had these projectors and they were really cheap too. I wonder if I could still track one of those down. This is before everything was basically flooded with these knockoff cheap projectors. They had projectors, like I said, overseas that came over that were actually really good, but now the stuff they got now is garbage. All right, I'll do lights out for you. This is 900 lumens, 18 feet back. So I told you, when you do a demonstration with the lights out, it's much easier. The projector has to fight less. I mean, the lumens have to fight less. I like it with the lights on because I don't need to see how much the screen would have to struggle. And I'll show you my distance from here to where my measuring tape is there. So around 18 feet back. But as I told you, corner to corner. That's what I have to see. Corner to corner. It can't fade here. It can't fade here. It can't fade. It has to be corner to corner. Corner to corner. That's why people, when they tippy-toe their test, because what's for them is more important that you see this, at all costs, it's more important for them to see the screen at its best abilities. For me, I have to, when I do these tests, I have to see where the screen's going to flaw, where it's going to fail, where it's going to have problems, because then that allows me to go, okay, this needs to be improved, this needs to be fixed, you need to tweak that, so and so and so. It gives me information back that I need to fix. But if you're just basically just making stuff, slapping it onto a wall, doing it in the dark, hit it with high-end projectors, and I'm not talking about one individual, I'm talking about all companies do this too. They all do the same thing too. Then you're not really doing anything there, to tell you the truth. And then I get my hands on it and I'll run it through the ringer and then I'll find out all your flaws in your technology, because I know big companies out there, I tested your stuff and I know where your flaws are at in your technology. So since I know where your flaws are at, when I advance my screens, I make sure that they're able to do things. The reason why my screens can do things than a more high performance screen, like I said, a name brand screen, is because once I figure out your flaws in your technology, that's where I need to advance my technology in those points. You see, I'm actually learning off your technology. So that's what I'm doing. When I do those demonstrations and I put those screens up there, I'm reading off your information. I'm saying, okay, this screen doesn't pull up a 90-degree viewing angle. It has problem with short throws, this, that, and the other. This is stuff that I'm actually using to advance my technology to make it better than yours. So all that information is very, very important. Now, one of the screens I think I struggled with the most, and I'll tell you right from the door, was a Seymour AV 1.3. That was not an easy screen to go against. That screen was extremely good. It was extremely, extremely good. This is when I was developing gray and silver technology, and I ran across a Seymour AV 1.3. That's an amazing freaking screen it is. It's an amazing, contrast levels are okay, but viewing angles, dude. You haven't seen a lot of her videos, have you? You got to go back and check. I can walk around. I did a demonstration. I walked literally around the entire house with all my projectors fired up. I have screens throughout the entire house. And I had demonstrations of outside on a 1,000 lumen projector pulling up a 190-degree viewing angle. But I'll post that at the bottom of the comment section. Oh, viewing angles for this screen, it's going to be outside. We're not doing that inside the house. That has to be done outside. Yeah, we have the angle. I'll show you something real quick. Hold on for a minute. I'll show you something. Hold on. Well, I got you here. I'll sit you right here, right? And we'll fire up this projection screen right there, okay? While you're here, you might as well. Then as you sift through all those videos, you know? So just sit right there and we'll look at the 136-inch with the light hitting it from here to there. Let me see if I can figure out where. Oh, was I doing it? No, I was doing a video on that one. Over there. Let's grab the controller for that one over there. If I can track it down. Oh, great. Put them right next to each other. I don't know which one's going to be which. Let's see. All right, I got the right one. YouTube, NFL highlights.
Getting that from YouTube. Before you go in person, make sure you know where the polling place is. Make a plan, wear a mask, and be sure to vote safe.
There we go.
Possession 2 for Kyler Murray and the Cardinals in their own 24. Murray will scamper.
So, supposed to be to see the screen from any angle.
Running him out of bounds. Kyler to pull for it.
This is a 720p 3400 lumen short throw projector that has 235.1 capabilities. And there's the Extreme Black pulling off contrast levels on a projector that has no contrast capability.
He's been there before. On 1st and 10. Murray looking inside quarterback draw. He'll pick up some more yardage in the Dallas territory and knock down the Cowboys 40 and pick up a 13. Athletes in the league playing defensive end. Here's Murray. Shot.
I want to get off topic here. Yeah, I figure I'll show you, continue sorting through those videos. There's a lot of videos you're going to pop up on, my man. So just want to make sure you can get a chance to see that. I want to do it here. You're right here now, right? Now, this projector right here, I got one at the Mitsubishi for 18. How much did I pay for it? I think I got that one for $49 for 50 bucks. That was $50 for that projector. All right, might as well do the ultra short though, right? Since we're all here. So I'll grab an ultra short though. I'd rather someone get something ultra short though. Strangers in the night, exchanging glasses. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Short throw 720. Ooh, P projector right here. Set this bad boy up. I'm gonna grab me a I have one upstairs somewhere. All right, I'll be back. I gotta grab something from the lights on too. Oh, really quick. For the customer who just purchased about, I think, a half hour ago, you ordered, let me see. I don't know. Yeah. We got. I'm going to be actually sending you a tracking number because I'm going to be scheduling. I talked to one of the postal workers. She's going to be actually picking up packages also too. So don't worry, my friend Ada's still going to do the big bulk packages if we need, so on and so forth. These are just little packages that come in between. So you don't have to wait that long until Friday. We can get you taken care of right away. But also too, I'm going to have a first person orders a gallon is going to get. Actually, I bought 2 of these. And as I told you before, I can't use them because for some reason, just so you know, that I've been buying a lot of projectors. See the projectors I've been purchasing? That's the new one I just bought yesterday. And then I bought this one right here also too, which is that projector over there. This for actually turning the ceiling to the to a galaxy. So apparently these 2 projectors right here are on the same frequency with the remote control, which means I can't use both of them. You have to use one, and that's it. You can't use it upstairs because it still triggers off the one downstairs. You turn one on, it turns the other one off. So what I'm going to do is whoever orders a gallon can get it for free. They can have it. I'll show you what the projector looks like. It does come with a cool remote control like this. And it is pretty bright, fantastic. Put it in your kids' room, put it in your room, whatever, it's yours. And price for that one was $39, so it's free. All right, let me go power this, get ready to get this set up. So we can get ready to do ultra short throw next. All right, so we already have done this demonstration using the Sharp projector. Not Sharp, sorry about that. The 900 lumen, 900 lumen, blah, 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 blah. 900 lumen, Sonic projector. Let's put it over here with the stack. So we're going to do 2 forms of short throw demonstrations. We're going to do the first one that's going to be standing upright, and they're going to use that other one over there while the screen is laying flat on the ground with ambient light hitting the screen from there. Because some people are going to ask me about using these for tabletop projection screens. some people use tabletop projection screens if they're doing Dungeons and Dragons or something like that, and they want to be able to change out their maps. And you can actually, I've seen one person pretty cool where they had their maps displayed on these tabletop projection screens, where they can display their images right there and change them out at will. On top of that, I can add some cool special effects in there too. It's just a thought. Think about it. All right, so we're good there. Let me grab this right here, which we're going to need for the short throw. I could have done this yesterday, but I'll tell you something. Every time I work with new technology, it's always got my mind ticking. Always, my mind's always ticking. Like, okay, can we do this to it? Can we do that to it? So and so and so. And then, of course, I can't sit there for 5 minutes and watch Reno 911 while having to play the Nuggets, which I was doing, actually having to play the Nuggets while watching Reno 911, which is my favorite show to watch. Because my brain's always ticking in the back. I'm like, I wonder how this look on 800 with 600, so and so and so. Because I got to test, I got to find out. So even I don't even get a chance to enjoy my time because got a big gaming room upstairs. I don't ever use it because I'm always doing some tests somewhere or something. But don't get me wrong, I love it. That's why you have to have a passion for what you do. If you don't do it. All right. So that's going to be firing up in a couple of minutes. So we got the 18 feet. I'm going to have to put in the description 18 feet, a distance throw and ultra short throw demonstration. I'm going to have to put that in the title because I wasn't planning to do a short throw, but I figured since I'm here, might as well just squeeze it in there, right? This is why I don't like doing it. I mean, I did ultra short throws. You can see the angle from side to side, but like I said, it's a distance throw. It's sitting right up on top of the screen. I mean, look at it. This projector sits in eco mode too. I'll show you my settings. We're actually in eco mode 2 on this projector. Like I said, it's not required for us to use this. It's a 720p projector at 3100 lumens. Let me adjust the keystone a bit here. Let me see. That's the Malone G14 tiny t-shirts. All right. I think this one has lens shift on it. Pretty sure it does. That's as far as I can get on the lens shift. Right there. All right. All right. There we go. 720p projector. Let's go turn to the side. Angle gain from top to bottom does not turn black. It should look the same as in the front as it does on the side. I'll try to squeeze you in here real quick, so if I can get you in here where my movie chairs are at. So you can see the image all the way down, right against the screen. It does not turn black, it does not turn dark. All right, let me get you up a little higher up so we can check it out from another angle. There we go, from there. All the way across, the image does not turn black. See, it's nice and sharp as it should. And it should look the same way as if you're standing right in front of it. I told you, all my technology is ultra short throw compatible. All of it. Now that one's running through Chromecast. Let's grab my phone. Hopefully it's running. It's not up to running through my PC. 31%. Okie dokie, Georgia. Let's go to, let's see. The last place I was in was Sony.
Don't rescue the economy, like Joe helped me do after the Great Recession.
Of course, we got a commercial though, it's gonna pop up, so I'll let this go past.
Which jumpstarted
All right, there we
the
go.
longest stretch of job growth in history.
You know, the beautiful thing about it is, because the screen's super black, you really don't have to worry about a border. All you have to do is just bring your projector in a little bit, and you have an instant border. Give you a little treat here. So the technology has passed this ultra short throw test. We still have one more to go on the ultra short throw. We have to lay the screen flat on the ground. I'll probably do it in here because I have more light in here. And then I'm gonna have to have a projector project an image onto the screen, and the screen's gonna have to take ambient light that's facing down on the screen. Now, if somebody say that's not necessary, it is necessary, because you'd be surprised the kind of projects that people work on when it comes to this technology. And I can't sit there and say, oh, it'll work if I haven't tested it for myself. Let's see. Ooh, that's what this looks like. Pretty sure we get some political stuff on there. If we do, we can turn the camera around, look at the other screen behind us. Yep, there we go. All right, we can just check out the screen over there. Okay, I'll stay with that. I don't care. Shouldn't have said political nonsense. I do apologize about that. It's just the fact that I try to keep this area neutral. You know what I mean? Neutral, okay? Because I'll get people in here that want to. I actually had that happen. Something popped up, and I turned the camera around and said, "Oh, you're for that?" It's like, no. This is a neutral area, okay? It's not about that. We're not going to have debates and all that stuff. There's places that you can go to on Facebook and social media sites where you can have those discussions. We don't have those discussions here. We keep it neutral here, right? Good gracious. Now, this is a 720p Sony projector, right? Can you imagine if we want 1080p or 4K on this? This is the reason why people say, why'd you get rid of your Optima GT 5600? Don't need it. I can do it on 720p. Don't need it. Let's go, ooh, I would want a chinchilla. Chinchilla. That's doing my laundry, folding tiny t-shirts. Got this song stuck in my head now. Stuck in my head. I'm gonna sing this song all day. I'll be gaming today. I'm gonna hear that in my head. What are you singing? I'll bring you up close so you can see better. I'm not getting a really good visual from there. Now the contrast level on this projector is very poor. But like I said, it really doesn't make a difference. The technology we develop is black. 12s are black. You don't need to worry about your contrast levels. It's not necessary. I don't know what demonstrations they're doing this thing. I see, so got the outside ambient light rejection test that have to be done. Angle gains have to be done outside. We have to paint it on different surfaces. We already did the 100-minute screen. So I'm thinking to myself right now, since I already painted this on, because I did the paint on demonstration, I think the first day the technology was developed, I painted the 100-inch screen live. So that's pretty much already done. And then basically trying to figure exactly how much coverage, and it doesn't take much to cover it. And as you can see, there's no streak marks, nothing on the screen. It's smooth. So I knocked out a lot by basically painting it on a 100-inch screen first. Because usually, like I said, I do these smaller screens and then I built the big screen. This time, since I had two of these sitting downstairs, well, actually one is actually the black silver. But since I had this one sitting downstairs, which was an extra screen sitting around, I just thought I'd coat this one and just do it on a larger screen. We haven't used, if you notice, in all the projectors we're testing on this technology, we haven't once used a 1080p projector yet. Ooh, that's interesting. We may be launching this before the gaming systems launch. Yep. Wow, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Ooh. Sorry about that, people. I'm a bit tired here. Some people think that, okay, kind of overworking yourself, take a break. Let me put it in the air so you can understand. If those of you who game, right, you ever game and be in a really good game, you're in a good game already, right? And you're tired, you want to go to sleep, but you still want to stay and you still want to game. And every game you jump into happens to be with the perfect team, the perfect match. Everything is just perfect. It's like all the different stars and the moons are all lined up perfectly. And you're just having the best game of your day, right? Or night or whatever it may be. But you're tired. You got to be here for work the next day, but you just keep on gaming. This is how I feel about projection screens. Because in the back of my mind, when I see that technology fire off, in the back of my head, it's always, well, what about this and what about that? And so and so and so. If I could, and I had a camera running 24/7, I would run every projector I have upstairs on this screen. You would see just about every test done in one day because it never shuts off. I'm always curious about what can I do with the next. Now, my next step is to stick it outside and spray it down with a garden hose or stick it out in the rain. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint me a screen. I'm going to mount it to the deck on the rails and just keep it out there. And that way I can have it in line where the projector is sitting, which means I can project an image punching through the glass and hit the screen sitting on top of the deck outside. Which means I can stay in the comfort of my home and do demonstrations in the rain, in the snow, whatever. And just, ooh, that'd be beautiful. I thought I've done the snowstorm. I've done the snowstorm one yet already. So it'd be nice to do one again. Yeah, we're gonna make that the weather screen. Then it has to be coated to fabric. So once it's coated to fabric, fabric has to be balled up. I have a washer and dryer downstairs. Yes, it has to go to the washer, it has to go to the dryer. I have to be able to pretty much beat the crap out of it. I need to buy myself a paintball gun or something I can beat the crap out of it with. I don't have a paintball gun, or not paintball guns on spider paint all over it, but I gotta get something that can pretty much damage the screen. Try to damage the screen. But yeah, once you put it on fabric, because this is going to be coated to fabric, so I'm going to see exactly how it reacts. And I got to buy a motorized projection screen because I have to coat that, roll it up, roll it down, roll it up, roll it down, roll it up, roll it down. Because now I got to see exactly how much punishment can the product take. Nope. Okay. Let's switch over to here. Now I have 4 people who have been, let's see, they've been just really awesome people all around, okay? They will be getting this technology for free. And the reason why they're getting it for free, and I'll tell you why, is because they're going to beta test this technology for me. Which means we will have videos flooding. And one of the customers I chose has an Optima P1. There's another one that has the ViewSonic PX747. You know who you are, King Black. He'll be getting the technology also too. And there's 2 others, which I have already sending emails to let them know. Now, once they get this product, keep in mind, there's a contract involved in this. Oh yeah, there's a contract involved in that. That's a beta tester contract. My lawyer draws those up. And within that contract, which means it's just simply put it in a nicer term, and I trust these people, and I really do. But just in case, if it does get to a point where somebody does something they're supposed to do, the fines are pretty heavy, like $250,000 fines. But we've never had a problem with that. And that's why I trust these particular 4 people that will have this technology before anybody else will have it. And you'll see tons of videos from them showing it off before it even launches. Yeah, we have beta tester contracts. As a matter of fact, I got to kind of quote a King Black today and let him know he's going to be getting a contract. I draw this up tonight and then have a lawyer go over it. Sorry about that, people. I haven't done beta tester contracts in a while. I don't think I'm going to do it with this one. Wow. Yeah, I meant the white notes. So crazy. Let's see, out of 1080p projectors, I'm going to use my 1080p Chrissy on this, and I'm going to use the 1500 lumen Panasonic 1080p upstairs. That's what we use for this right here. Okay, look. That's pretty good. see.
Every tool for every guy that wants to look his best every day. King C. Gillette is a new, complete line of tools and care products curated by the
That reminds me, I gotta shave.
since 1901. King C. Gillette, your beard is our trade. These are your tools.
I'm about to say that's in the dentist. What really? No, there's more to it. Right past the ultra short though demonstration. Good gracious, man! This screen has went through more tests with no problem breezing through them. We still got to be outside, so we still have that one to do next. I want to do that 1,000 test tomorrow so bad. I'm gonna do. You know what? I'm gonna do 2 of them. I'm gonna do an ultra short throw test outside. I went to get ultra short throw projector outside, which I've done that one already before. We're definitely gonna do it on this screen, and we have to do the distance throw at the 1,000 lumen. Here, lights out for some of you guys. You all want to see the lights out, so there you go. Ah, crap. I just thought about something. I can't lift that gaming screen off the wall. There's lights embedded in the back of it, and they trace onto the wall. Because remember, I circuit board the entire room. Oh, that ain't. Oh, we're back and spray it in. Because the bar, that's what I'm worrying about, the bar. Because I told you that you have to pad the bar. The only time you're going to have to pad the bar, unless you can spray the screen in. And I'm going to have to spray that screen in at 135. That means I'm going to have to plastic wrap the entire freaking room in plastic wrap to blast that in. Man, that's way too much work. I'm just going to do the 100-inch and be done with that one. This is way too much work because I don't want that bar imprint popping up in the middle of my screen. It's going to be a lot of freaking work. That 135, basically the LED lights on the back of that screen come off the side of the screen and trace onto the wall. I'm turn the room upstairs into a circuit board. All right. And let's go with the last one. RG snowboarding. I know we've done this one a dozen times, but I'm gonna keep in mind I have to do white levels. I have to see while the white levels are going to look on ultra short throw. And this one should be done with the lights on, but we'll do some of this half and half. He's going to be a little closer.
Oh my god, that is insane. That's why I launched this thing. Let's do this one. I'm curious. I want to see this. What's this going to look like?
Usually something like this would have a hard time struggling on a gray screen because this contrast was too many the contrast level was too deep. So a gray screen would suffer on this. All right, let's retrace it back. And lights out for those you want to see with lights out. So we'll be using the technology in dedicated theater rooms because I have a lot of customers use this technology for dedicated theater rooms. I try to cover all the bases for everybody. Yeah, it's not gonna make a difference whatsoever. I said projector's sitting on top of the screen, but at least it's not coming up dark, so that's good. Like I said, some screens come up dark when they're being hit with short throw projectors, so that's good. Pretty fun demonstration. Let's get on here. I'm not supposed to be eating food right now or relaxing, but this is much fun. So any black levels you see on this technology in the 12 are 100%. What's the name of the day? Nope. Wrong one. So I'm just going through some stuff real quick. I'm curious.
Joe Biden has spent his whole career working on the things that matter: fair housing, voting rights, and opportunity for all.
I forget what this is going on with this. Is this part of the game or what? Or it is part of the game? Just got a little bug. No, lag's not from the projector. It's literally from my Wi-Fi that from the.
Each day, thousands of eager fans will be hoping to catch a glimpse of the very best high-performance cars in action. But when the sun goes down, you can quickly find yourself in a far more dangerous territory. Welcome to the world of street racing. An underground scene inhabited by daredevils and speed freaks intent on tearing up the rules and breaking the law. Rising to meet this challenge own Lieutenant Frank Mercer, head of the newly formed High-Speed Task Force.
Street racing has no place on public roads. Mark my words, if you are out there and you're engaging in this type of activity,
I want to get that. So pure. Colors are bright and white. Looks good. It's not coming up dark. Nothing. I don't think I have to do anything to it. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Giving me exactly what I want. No matter the videos I press through, it's all reacting the same way with no problem. And you can see I'm bouncing through random videos to see exactly how it's reacting. I'm not selecting certain videos that would make the screen look good. So I'm looking for high, bright videos. I can do contrast all day long on this stuff. That would prove nothing. That's why I had the one fellow came and said, "Why are your streams so long?" They have to be long. I'm testing. You want me to rush through a freaking test? Anytime you're watching anybody do test demonstrations on technology, you should be seeing multiple projectors. You should be seeing just about everything you could possibly think of in those tests. If they're just showing you screen, lights out, camera close on the screen, that's what are you doing? So you just saw a 20,000, you just saw 20 feet back at 800 lumens, at 18 feet, at 15 feet, 900 lumens at 18 feet back, and then you saw ultra short throw demonstration. You saw angle gain, there you go. Look how bright the colors are. Image is not washing out, not fading. Like I said, corner to corner. This is the way it's supposed to be. It's not about seeing the screen here. It's about if you can see the screen from back here. When I walk into this front door, if my screen's sitting there on the wall, I should be to see that in a fully lit environment as I walk into my house. I should be to walk right in through my front door and stop here and see my screen. See how much ambient light these things take in? I should be to sit right here on my couch where I'm sitting down right now, and I should be to see my screen in that room. That's why we do the distance throw. You know what sucks? Kind of hate saying it. I should see the screen from here. I'm using short to ultra short throw. Ugh. So we'll have to do that tomorrow. I'm gonna have to do a distance throw, and we'll do the distance throw, and I'll have to walk around the environment. Matter of fact, we'll do that outside. I want to make it easy. I'm going to show you something interesting real quick while we're here. The reason why the fellow was asking about the short throw demonstration is because this is what he wanted to see. That's an all-white screensaver that just popped up on that screen. It's showing pure white. So you can see how high the white level is on the black technology. There it is. That's what we're showing, an all-white screensaver. There you go. It's called a narrow viewing cone. So what it is the fact that one of the problems that some screens have is they can't be viewed on angles because the screen becomes dark. I told you that's one of the most important things that you have to be able to see on a screen. If it's not ultra short throw compatible, the problem you're going to have is the screen is going to turn dark. There you go. Now, which one is that one? Let me see. I'll show you which one that one is. This is how we know how to take on certain technology. Because we know for a fact that this screen can't pull an angle gain on the screen. That's why I can stand here and I can show the fellow the football game crystal clear from the side because these screens can pick up an angle. Now, I would never do this test outside because the screen was never meant to be done outside. Now, I explained to you before that because the screen can pull a high white level, it doesn't make it a good thing. That makes it a bad thing because it means it can't pull contrast. The white level is too high. And that's $5,000 screen sitting in the middle of my screen. There you go. I can do this all day with every sample sheet that I get my hands on. Reacts the same way. Get a little close to you so you can see how bright the red levels are on our black technology versus the packs or whatever it is by daylight screens. Now, watch this. Now, keep in mind, it's a $5,000 projection screen sitting in the middle of my screen right here. The 12s have the same capabilities, which 12s can bring up a higher and brighter reds, blues, and greens. And when you turn to the angle, these screens turn dark, where 12s can maintain a bright red image from the side. And a 12 would cost you $160 for a screen size of 100 inch to 120 inch. So you hear what I'm saying? 100 inch to 120 inch, where this screen right here would cost you 100 inch for $5,000. No, 120 inch, only 100 inch. See, when you watch other demonstrations, they're not going to show you this. The reason why they're not going to show you this because they can't figure out exactly the science behind it all because they're too busy cutting corners and saying this is how it's supposed to look and blah, 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 blah. They don't want to do the homework. They want to take the shortcuts. I'm going to figure out when I bid a sample sheet here, I'm going to run it through every test I can possibly run it through against my own technology side by side to see exactly where in the world this screen has a flaw that I can find in their technology to advance my technology over theirs. And that's one of the things I figured out way back in the day when I was testing on a certain company. I found a flaw in their technology. And not only did I find that flaw in their technology, but I figured out other screens who had the same kind of material that they were using also inherited the same flaw. Which means when I started developing my technology, I was working on ultra short throws to make a screen that can produce brighter and better images, but not only that, can pull images at a 190-degree viewing angle and still maintain the color without it washing out, fading out, becoming dark. Therefore, making my technology more advanced than theirs. But if you rush your demonstrations, if you rush your tests, you will never find your flaws. You will never be able to figure out exactly how things function and work because you're too busy rushing demonstrations. This is why I can do demonstrations like this. This is what gets me contracts, people. When I can walk into a facility of a company and pull out their own technology and do this to their technology right in front of them, this is what lands me a contract. See how bright that red is coming off that black screen? This is why you have to do the homework. This is why the Crow Boys hate me. This is why big companies hate me. And this is why I don't care. Because I'm going to keep developing this technology. Because they don't want to do the test. They just want to take a screen paint mix, throw it up on the wall, hit it with a high-end projector and go, voila, look, this is how beautiful it looks. How close to edge. And big deal. I got customers that can afford, like I said, they can afford. My client base is pretty high. I got customers that can afford $20,000 and $40,000 for setups, $100,000, $200,000 for setups. They come to me and ask me, okay, so what is the difference between, I'm gonna pull the trigger on this particular screen. You tell me why your technology is better than that $5,000 screen. Because at the end of the day, they're not gonna care about dropping $5,000 on a screen. I can come in here and show you, like, look, I can show you where my technology can beat that screen at $160 a quart. So we'll turn the lights on. Will the lights change it? No. Always going to be the same. I don't even know why they keep using that material. I don't know why. It's not a good material to use. Probably going to get a political commercial in here. I know we are, because usually when I do the stars, the spacing, we always get a little, they'll punch one in there. Hopefully we don't. Yep, told you. And you see it's showing up as a solid white. See if we got it this time. There you go. Doesn't make a difference if we're in the dark. Now I should put up a better black image because I'm going to turn to the side. Now you can see the black levels, can't you? You can see the screen actually producing better contrast level, but that's because the screen is basically turning black on you. Now we're on ultra short throw. We're sitting literally right on top of the screen. So there really shouldn't be any excuse for the screen to be struggling, unless it's not ultra short throw compatible. Now you see where it's too dark? Look at the white stars. Here. Be a little closer for you. You can see what you're getting. See if we do better with the lights out. We can pick up a better image. Alright people, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I'm done here. I think I pretty much covered just about everything. Well, not everything, we still have more testing to go, but you know, consider the fact that I'm showing you bright levels on the technology, you know, versus a $5,000 projection screen. Showed you on a short though where the screen can actually pull up a very sharp 190-degree viewing angle. Screen doesn't wash up, doesn't fade corner to corner, and even tested against a $5,000 certified screen. And we've already went through all these projectors already. So the only one you have to do now is a few other ones. I'll do it on 1080p and some other projectors I have upstairs. We'll do the outdoor demonstration. And then we have to do the durability, which means the screen has to be frozen. Good thing I got to free the thing in the freezer. Got to take a piece of material, we got to coat it with it, throw it in the freezer, got to heat it up, do all kinds of crazy stuff to it, see how we can get the crack or peel. And then after that, I think we'll be ready for that 1,000 lumen demonstration outside at 13 feet back. All right, well, let me go turn my projector off. I gotta get ready to sit down. I don't know any. I have the remote control. That projector right there. Let's see, yes I do. Oh, let me show you something really quick before we sign off real quick. I'll show you my projector's settings for eco mode. There we go. We're sitting in eco mode 2 the entire time. I don't have to have the projector all the way up. It's not necessary. I've never had a projector overheat on me before. Really haven't. I've got quite a lot of projectors. I've never had a projector overheat. I mean, if your projector's overheating, that means you got more of a problem than just the lamp. You got a whole lot of problems, and it could be your motherboard, it could be anything going on in there if your projector's overheating. But I couldn't tell you about that because I don't do projector repairs or any of that stuff. I just buy them. That's all. But usually I never had a projector overheat on me. If your projector's overheating, that could be anything with your motherboard. And depending on your make and model and how new it is, you may be better off just buying another projector. I've never had overheating problems. That projector right there, the one you're seeing right there, the crispy right there, that projector stays on all day. I run that projector all day. These projectors right here stay on all day. Because I just have this on for the sake of just having it on. They run all day. Yeah, you can all see that real quick. If I get rid of it, take it back to the sample drawer. probably should have kept that one in there. It should have stayed in there. This is the kitchen projector. This is the kitchen projector. Let me see, which one is this one? The right one? Let me see, okay, that one's that one. And then I need one of these. These are coming on. Pull it up all the way from the back of it. So that is in here. That is the screen, the projector that goes to the kitchen in there. So that's my kitchen projector screen right there. Let me see. Let me do some outer space 4K relaxing. YouTube 4K outer space relaxing. One particular one I like on here. I forgot which one it is. Is it this one? I think it might be this one. That's nice. I'm gonna see that one. That's pretty cool. I'll run this one. These are my projectors right here. This is one I bought yesterday. Pretty sure I got that one right. Hold on, let me make sure I got my switches right on here. Don't know which one's which. It's a new one I bought. That's the new one. I'm actually purchasing another one. So that's the one for that setup right there. That's not what I wanted when I said outer space. YouTube 4K outer space.
Getting that from YouTube. If our restaurant
All right.
closes, that means that 25 people who have worked here will lose their jobs. And that
garage shed for a minute. Gotta take a few things upstairs real quick back to the shop. Much stuff down here. And as y'all know, I don't like pottery. Show you something else pretty cool. I forgot to shut my door downstairs. I'm pretty sure I did. That's the beautiful thing too about ambient projection, is that I don't have to be sitting around in the dark trying to figure out where my stuff is at, because I can just basically just turn my lights on. I'm looking for stuff. Where do I put my stuff? Up there. Let me see. Keys. Whew. Man, threw some clothes down in the staircase. Oh, there's my keys right there. I threw my clothes down in the staircase, and I had a black shirt down there. We have raccoons, right? Raccoons. My door's shut, but still, they can get in from time to time. And I can swear it was a raccoon sitting there waiting for me. That would have been pretty. Yeah, I'll have to get me a better one. These are pretty good, but they're not bright enough. That's what I want. So, I don't need it. I ain't worried about that. I'll put this back in the room real quick. I'm gonna jump on Amazon Pantry and order me some snacks tonight or after tomorrow. Place is nice and neat, as it should be. I like to keep my place nice and tidy. I'm going to show you something pretty cool. Those of you stuck around will see this. All right, so as you can see, these are the two projectors I bought yesterday for the ceiling. I wanted to be able to run. This is the one I'm actually giving away because, like I said, it's brand new. Came in the box. I realized that when I turned it on, both remote controls work, both projectors, so you can only have one on, and that's basically about it. So let me show you the setup I have in here for this ceiling. As you can see, so this is the first one. I told you when you take these projectors and you overlap them, this is just sometimes in my demonstrations I just give out some little interesting little pieces of information on how to turn your ceiling into a galaxy without basically having the entire ceiling ripped out for optic fiber lighting. All right, so this one right here is the first projector I bought, which was the Galaxy Star. These are about $100. They're okay, but they're, to tell you the truth, they have their limitations. The Star, where their stars spread out, actually is actually quite well, but that blue galaxy, which I'm getting right here, it's not really that deep, all right? This one over here, I paid $60 for right there. That's the Bliss. That one's actually pretty good. This one's okay. Gives off the green specks, or light up green specks on the ceiling, so I like that one right there. I was trying to get one with a shooting star. So we're gonna fire this one up first. And you can see the stars right there on the ceiling, right there. That's the first one. Now we're gonna come over and we're going to fire this one up. And that's one right there. You can see how far that one stretches out. All right, now this one is the one I paid $39 for. And it was definitely worth every penny. Let me go find the remote control for that one. Remote controls are always scattered about. Let's see. That's the one for $39. The one for $39 is the best one out of all of them. Like I said, the Bliss cost me around 60 bucks. That Stargazer over there with the huge star coming out of it cost me 100 bucks, and this one only cost me 39. Now, if you're thinking about getting a bunch of these, ooh, I'll put you in front of that projector. If you're thinking about getting a bunch of these spread out through your home, you can't do it. The projectors all run off the same frequency. So if you turn one on, one's going to turn off. You turn one on, one's going to turn off. So you can't do that. So that's why that one's brand new. I opened it up. I want to turn it on because I was going to have that projector in here because I like that whole scenery with the galaxy right there. But what happened was when I went to turn it on, one projector turned off, and I was like, oh crap, they're on the same frequency. And no, there's no manual override on the projector. We can actually do it by manual only. It's not on there. It's for remote control only, so don't lose this, right? So I'm going to, for the person who orders a gallon of our screen paint, I'm going to put it in there for free. They can have it because there's nothing really I can do with it. And as for my little ones had these projectors already set up. As a matter of fact, I showed their mother how to set up a whole entire solar system and their on their ceiling without, so the kids can have something to look at when they go to sleep. And I think I'll put in a set of LED lights in there too, so you can trace out your output, your area, if you want to put LED lights in there too. It's a nice little setup to have, especially if you want something that's going to take you away from the everyday world. I'm going to have to do some improvements on this one. I want another projector like that one that displays those orange, those different colors, but it's going to have to be manual because if not, it's going to actually disrupt with the remote controls. And that's these two projectors right there. This one cost me 20 bucks. That right there cost me $20. But you can go on Amazon and they're called, just put down in the key, put down in the keyword, just put in a star projector and it'll pop up. The ones I look for are the ones that I go in and I check the reviews, how many people bought it. And also some people link videos up, so they put videos of the projectors actually in play. I should actually do a video and put it on Amazon so people can see this. All right, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the demonstrations. And as I said before, this is the projector right here. Comes with the remote control. I'm gonna give that away for free. It's brand new, just can't use it due to the fact that the remote controls conflict with each other. And I'll give that away for free for some free LED lights. All right, with that being said, thank you all for your time. I have to go, and God bless.